go for some sort of that playstyle.
Ooh, that is the question. That is the question right now. And you know what? We're gonna pay attention to this very, very intricate banning phase here. Gambit already 100% ban rate is just, it's still there. It's still there, everybody. You know, if your predictions were for if Gambit is not going to be unbanned, nope, still banned. Well, in return, the Chiefs are going to lock in the Reno Black Cat. We're going to see that one once again. Return Kanga's denied the Chiefs the Lunar Snow and the Fate of Both Worlds Online, at the same time securing the Devil Dinosaur for themselves. Return the Chiefs are now contemplating maybe the strategist of Mantis. That's good, nullifying that attack power.
Surely it's going to be a one-sided dino with a one-sided cat? No, not just yet. Both sides are going to take away the front-to-back brawl potential. Oh, Kanga going for an adjustment. I think that might be the first Rocket Raccoon save here in Ignite Stage 1.
Ooh,
all right.
Rocket save. Okay. Well,
are the Chiefs responding? Oh, okay. All right.
Ooh. Oh, we amped up. We amped up.
Yeah, we're amping this up to 11 right now. I mean, both sides really value the amount of utility that this Rocket Raccoon provides. Keep in mind, here in Season 8.0, Rocket Raccoon got a buff to his ultimate, so that ultimate will be up just a little bit faster. And with BRB being such a great resource for Rocket Raccoon, especially also getting more charges with the Rocket Raccoon right-click with the repair mode, Rocket Raccoon is a very, very strong strategist yet again.
Yes, indeed. Now, another thing I'd like to mention to everybody. Oh, the dino fun is not over yet. Both Tinny and Donald, they be about that dinosaur life. They're going to be bringing out the double dinosaur mirror match here today. That's what we're looking forward to. But the difference in everything here is that I don't know if Kanga's got a Black Cat player.
Doesn't seem like it.
Do they?
Juicy's gonna go over to the Winter Soldier. Revzy on the Star-Lord. While the rest of Kanga look to get as much of that anti-dive as possible. Look at the side of the Chiefs. They are so aggressive with their setup. They're really posing up for a dive. Beast Node on the Venom. Reno on the Black Cat. Donald and Jung could easily help out the dive or just reel back into a front-to-back composition, because the Chiefs also have Zycric and Bubble with the Rocket Raccoon and the White Fox to, at the very least, get some self-peel for themselves. So they have their ways of circumventing what Kanga could do, try to dive into the backline, but with Kanga being going for a more defensive approach means that the Chiefs really need to find a way to, one, avoid Tinny on the Devil Dinosaur, make sure you're not getting kidnapped by him, and two, make sure to take out the backline before Tinny even has a chance to see you.
Alrighty, that's the move, that's the motion right there. Going to be moving to the mission area, bit of dino action going off. Venom in the back line, Beast Node. Oh, crunched! Right there by Tinny. Nullifying a lot of Beast Node's moments. They have to retreat and use some resources from their strategist for now. Enough for Juicy to take out Beast Node. There goes the Venom. A lot of firepower coming out from Kanga right now. Arena's already on the back line with the whip. Taking out Resta. Down goes the Invisible Woman right there. And it's going to be a little pain as Bubble takes down Isaac, shredding through the group. That's a bit unfortunate, brother. That's your family. But nonetheless, you're going to do what you got to do. Beast Node getting the punch right there. Taking Tinny the dinos down in return. Juicy takes John Beck. And looks like the Chiefs are going to gain the capture here as they slam on the last couple out there. Revzy Juicy going down to Arena with the Black Cat whip. Insane right there.
I think Sector had the BRB on cooldown and Rester went down. So it really just came down to Sector to heal up the rest of Kanga. Tinny uses the BRB to come back, but you kind of wanted to use it on Rester, but Rester just going down so fast in the hands of Reno means that Kanga will have to concede that first fight. Chiefs will get the first capture, and the rest of Kanga gonna have to go up towards the high ground and look for a different rotational play, as the Chiefs are easily able to just zone away Kanga, because right now Kanga are nowhere near those ultimates, and look at all those health bars. Everyone is blinking red. Tinny thankfully is able to find Reno, but Reno will be right back, so that cooldown will be used up as the rest of Kanga try to march on forward with that little bit of space that they have.
Ooh, a little bit of space is what He's in disguise right now for Revsy, the Galactic Legend, taking out Jongvek right there, taking out the opposing Star-Lord, the differential of the Galactic power right there. They're going to get that value, they're going to get that capture back. Maybe still in contention. Beast Node doesn't want to give it up, hitting the Feast of the Abyss right there, but Reno slashes once, taking out Sector. The rockets down, bringing the pressure. Isaac in the front lines, taking out Beast Node. They do capture it back. KNG getting themselves percentage on the board as well, and shredding those last couple stragglers right there, as the Chiefs are going to have to go for the regroup now, Dan. They're going to have to go back and regroup, but Ultimate's coming up. They got that calling card. This could be big if Reno pops off.
Reno needs to find a way to time it perfectly. KNG have so many of that defensive measures. You got Rester threatening with the invisible boundary, Sector with the CYA, but he goes down to the hands of Reno. Not quite sure where that happened, as Reno is able to find that isolated 1-for-1, and now with the calling card come in, that's going to surely draw out Rester with the invisible boundary.
Insane counter boundary from Rester right there, denying Reno the full force of the calling card. Timer goes down. It's going to be out for now. No chance for Reno to get the value there, but they're going to keep on crunching. They're going to hit that rampage coming out from Donald. Hits the crunch right there. Nullifying Tinny, who's going to rampage counter themselves this time. Dino on Dino action. Kumiho unleashed right there as well. Juicy trying to single out Bubble right there. Going to be caught between two of the strategists right now, trying to figure out which one to go down for. But Reno in the backline slicing out Sector, and another goes down. Jongvek with a double KO, taking out Juicy and Rester, and Tinny's down as well. That's 5 down for KNG. That's the Chiefs recapturing back, gaining their lead 65% and climbing. It's going to be another fight in the mix of it all.
KNG used up everything and they came out empty-handed. Now all they have left is Revsy on the Galactic Legend soon, and Isaac with the Strangling Prison. Not what you want to see if you want to try to claim some of that space that you just recently lost. The Chiefs, however, don't have much of that ultimate economy as well. It's all going to come down to Jongvek and Beast Node. If they're able to team up together to get as much damage down, maybe try to burst down the rest of KNG, who are going to use the portal to try to go for some sort of rotational play. They have to at least step foot on the site in order to trigger overtime in this final fight.
Woo! Galactic Legends going off. That's going to be Jongvek and Revsy. In return, Jongvek gets Revsy. Revsy did get Beast Node in time. Isaac at the same time takes out Jongvek for the revenge. Bubble car, bringing him back right there. Reno taking out Juicy. The value is on. The overtime sticking off right now. 99 in the skies for the Chiefs right here. Isaac with the Strangling Prison trying to group up the Chiefs right there, but they're sustained. Zycrick and Donald keeping them up right now. Beast Node bringing the tendrils. There it is. Adaptability of the Venom right there. It's gone. 3 of KNG are down. There's a portal to try and contest, but they're getting blocked by Donald. Gonna have to go out the other side of the portal, but a big crunch right there, trying to bring that action, but it's too primal, and the Chiefs take round 1.
Great bubble coming in from Donald on the Devil Dinosaur, making sure that if the Doctor Strange does jump through, he's not going to get access to the healing. Rester was outside of that bubble, so he was not able to give the Doctor Strange the sustain that he wanted onto Sector. And he kind of just went down so fast to the point where KNG could not regroup, could not jump through the portal safely, because at that moment, KNG really didn't have anything to bring themselves safely through that portal.
30 seconds before you attack.
Alrighty. 25 seconds then to that mission area. Sorry, till the spawn door was unlocked. The mission area a little bit after that. But nonetheless, you know, Ultimate's online. Beast Node got that Feast of the Abyss, bro. Beautiful thing is, if they've tracked Ultimates well, and the Chiefs do got that capability, they should know Rester's close to boundary. If they can get Rester early, deny the boundary, they'll cap first. They'll cap first, they'll get their percentage lead. That's the plan for themselves right here.
We'll see when Beast Node decides to use the Feast. Maybe he waits for Bubble to get the CYA online to get that 40% damage amplification. Maybe Donald could also take advantage with the Rampage assisted by that damage amp as well. So it's all eyes on Bubble right now. When does he pull the trigger? Or does Beast Node try to find an angle early and just pressure KNG enough to the point where they can't even step foot on the mission area?
Alrighty, 5 seconds, lock in. Rampage online, Abyss online, Amp online, but they have a Rampage of their own. Bring it up, Red.
Here we go.
Side, going off Chiefs.
Oh, it got cancelled!
Oh, you're kidding me right now. What? Still a chance for the calling card to go off right there. Reno taking out Isaac. Denial's crazy right now. Let's see if it's going to go off and get the acceleration right there. There it is, absolutely cashing in as much as possible on the black hair right there, but he's still surviving. Juicy does not go down. The Punisher refuses to be punished until never mind has spoke to Sim. Jongvek does take him out with a bit of styled action. Beast Node with the power right there. What was that, Dan? What even just happened?
I mean, KNG were able to shut down the Feast of the Abyss. Not sure what exactly canceled it. Maybe it was a Carbon Crush. Maybe it was Tinny with the bite. But either way, Chiefs were still able to capture the mission area off some great neutral play. And with Reno wreaking havoc in the backline of Kanga, it's going to force Juicy and Sector to team up together, use those ultimates in tandem to try to take down as many of the Chiefs. And Kanga surely will get that point flipped over.
With that point in their favor. There it is! The Abyss that was a bit delayed, finally getting its value right there. Getting a bit of a... Oh, never mind. Tinny decided to show who the real chomper is out here. Unfortunately, it's not the
Abyss. It was all
Abyss.
just for stall.
In fact, he's got his own frenzied feast of his own that he's going to bring to the table. But you're right. A bit of stall, a bit of power. It does give the Chiefs that 56% lead. Kanga do flip it though. They do have percentage. And they do have some good ults here. They could bring out a good Galactic Legend. But they're going to be careful here because Zyklus could unleash Kimiho and deny the damage. Keep the team sustained. But
Chiefs have so many. Yeah, they have so many offensive opportunities for the Chiefs. Kanga only have one defensive option. That's already used up on the likes of Rester with the invisible boundary. And everyone on Chiefs just back away. They know that that's all they have. And as soon as that boundary's gone, here comes that push coming for Chiefs.
There it is, the Power Beast. No, taking out Juicy Reno already. Out of there. Gone. Stealth, motion, power, double KO for the Black Cat, triple KO certified. You know there's going to be the fallout. The quad KOs right there for Reno. Who wants the Penta on the cat? Are you going to get it? Are you going to get it? Yes, you are. It's a Penta KO for Reno on the Black Cat. You're kidding me? The Chiefs, what are you feeding this man? This is insanity right now. This Black Cat is feasting.
Yep. Exactly what I said, right? As soon as Kanga used up that invisible boundary, Chiefs knew that was the only defense that Kanga had. And with the Chiefs having two duelist ultimates at the ready meant that they just have to use it at the exact same time to burst down the rest of Kanga. And Reno gets that Penta that he oh so wanted. But with Kanga going into Final Fight territory, it's going to be up to Isaac to try to make space. But with Juicy gone, that's a lot of that damage taken away.
Speaking of taking away your psionic presence, Isaac gonna get that seduction going off right there. Zyklus taking out Revzy. Tuni goes down. That's 2 down for Kanga. Eyes on Jongvek right now. Hit the phase shift. Clear it out, Resta. Go into the high ground. Chase in sector. There's nobody there to contest the chase. Lock in, everybody. They're gonna be, of course, taking Krakoa.
I mean, there was 2 rounds in a pretty convincing fashion, but Kanga also put up a very solid few fights there, making sure to try to overwhelm the Chiefs as much as possible. But it really just felt like every time Kanga won those fights, they used so much to the point that if the Chiefs wanted to go for a second fight in the next fight, Kanga had nothing to work with. Chiefs, with knowledge that Kanga had minimal resources available, just meant that the Chiefs, if they do get taken out, they just save their ultimates for that next engagement. And when that next engagement does end up coming, Chiefs just run right through, overwhelm Kanga, and it got to a point where Kanga had nothing left in the tank. Chiefs just steaming right on through.
Absolutely rolling on through right there. I mean, we can see the numbers, everybody, in front of our faces. We can see it. 17 final hits from Reno. Massive, massive, massive healing presence coming out from Zyklus and Bubble. 15k apiece right there. Consistently in the backline. Consistently sustaining. And who's eating up all those heals? It's the big Dino Donald right now on that 34k damage blocked. Obviously, we know that's what you're going to expect, but he was there in presence for every single one of those final hits that Reno got. Was constantly enabling it. Beast Node as well. Beast Node, sacrificial land gameplay. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. My guy was setting up everything for the Chiefs. He was being put in the gutter by every single resource of Kanga Esports, and all he did was say, guys, you got this now, yeah? He pointed back and he said, hey, you're next. You better get this. I just did everything. He set it up for them well, and I love that. I love that the Chiefs know how to let everybody shine when it's their time.
Yeah, everyone knows what they need to do in order to get themselves over the line, but you gotta look at Kanga right now, right? How do you navigate the ban draft now? Because you used your second ban onto the Luna Snow, but now do we want to take away the Black Cat earlier this time around?
Ooh, yeah, listen, Reno kind of crazy with it. Might have to nullify, might have to put her in jail for a little bit, okay? Put her away, call the cops. Had enough, Black Cat. she's too much thievery is going on right now. She's stealing the show, literally. So, if we can knock out the Black Cat, we can try to nullify it. Could help in their favor.
And we'll see about that. Kanga do have the map choice coming into map number 2. We'll figure out what they decide to go for, and maybe do they go back to the drawing board in this ban draft, because all eyes are going to be on that part of the second map. Don't go anywhere because we got a lot of questions that need to be answered here, and we'll be back in a few short minutes.
Please don't pick Museum of Contemplation. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Marvel Rivals Ignite Stage 1 for Pacific Oceania here. Matzi, Lager, and Dan ready to take you through the next stage of this series. But what an incredible start coming through from the Chiefs there. You know, we heard from Zenstar himself that KNG had leveled up, but Chiefs just take it to a whole different level.
Propaganda. I don't believe anything these players say anymore. It's hey, listen. It's all the mental. Oh yes, we did.
Oh, they actually listened to you. They listened to you.
They heard you.
Oh my god.
I love
We're
it.
getting the Shibuya incident, everybody. Lock in. This is what we want to see right now. Okay, maybe not an incident. Maybe I just.
Yeah, maybe not that
I take that back.
What incident are you referring to here?
I'm not trying to cast the curse anyone. Okay, listen. We'll go to Shin Shibuya, everybody. Tokyo 29.9. You already know how it is. The time for Spider people. Maybe we see Spider-Man. Maybe we see Penny Parker. Maybe we see. No, we're definitely seeing Venom because I know Beast not gonna lock that in. 100%.
Yep. For sure, but
For sure.
we did a little bit of research in the green room, right? A little bit of a fun fact, right? Kanga have never won a map against the Chiefs. Every single time Kanga played against Chiefs, it was a sweep every single time. Maybe that story follows the same old. Chiefs could just come out with a 2-0 here, but you never know. Kanga have made a roster change. Maybe that's the reason that they get a win here against the Chiefs. But I mean, we hope that it's going to be a 3-map banger, but right now the Chiefs looking to be at a whole different level.
Yeah, really elevated themselves into that first map, didn't they? And it felt like Kanga just didn't have too much of an answer for Reno on that Black Cat there. And I mean, one and the same, even if they try and prioritize around it into the draft, and then it lets the Daredevil out, and Reno can play that too. So it kind of leaves you questioning what they can do to adapt here, Lager.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, you can ban the Black Cat. Question is, can Kanga play the Black Cat? We're waiting to see that from them. Might not be in the arsenal. Maybe Daredevil not as well. But there's other choices. There's a lot of counter dive opportunities out there. To bring out the more. Seeing some play, not too much, but can help. There's a resource. The Thing as well can help you. There's a lot of picks here. Doctor Strange, if his woman to team up together, is also pretty good for the counter dive. You know, if Black Cat's too overwhelming, you can't match it, you can't ban it. Maybe you counter it.
Yeah, and on
Counteraction
the side
rising.
on the side of Kanga, right? We talked about it, right? It doesn't seem like Kanga have a Black Cat player. I think the Chiefs are well aware of that, so they don't have to invest a ban onto the Black Cat because they know that no one on Kanga is proficient on that character, or at least not just yet. So that gives the Chiefs a little bit of an edge here in this ban draft because instead of worrying about the Black Cat, they can use that ban on something else.
Yeah, we better not use that ban on the Moon Knight though, I'll tell you that. We're
Hey, look at
lock
that.
in the Moon Knight. We're gonna lock in. See, listen, I'm completely unbiased commentator. I will never side with a team that is hovering the Moon Knight. Because you know why? Then none of them are gonna play it. I'm not falling for it again, Dan. I'm not falling for it. I'm smarter. I'm wiser. I've learned, guys.
Hey, you never know.
Hey,
You never know. Kanga could roll out with it.
Listen, in preseason, the players improved, so did we. We came to stage 1 prepared, they came to stage 1 prepared. And I'm locked in and I'm not going to get set up for pain. But speaking of pain, Black Cat is protected for the Chiefs. Oh my god, why was it not banned?
I mean,
What are we
we've
doing?
seen this movie. We've seen this movie before, right? Both sides gonna have to use their first ban on the Gambit because if you let that go, it's too big of a problem. So, Kanga, will he use the save onto the Devil Dino? Chiefs know that Kanga didn't have a chance to take away the Black Cat just yet, so they're gonna take away the Mantis from Kanga to deny the rushdown potential. And the Chiefs, like you mentioned, will get access to that Black Cat. The Chiefs are going to save the Rocket Raccoon yet again here in map number 2. We saw it in map 1, and they're looking to do the same thing now, and Kanga will do the same.
Alright, double Rocket Protect, double Phoenix ban, like what I'm seeing so far. Double Gambit ban, final ban coming out right now that's going to affect Kanga. It's going to be the White Fox. Ooh! Double mirrored White Fox ban. Very, very similar ban phase here, but now... Let's see what we're going to get. Look, Starlord's probably going to see some playtime again. Good Starlord map, as we know. You know, it's an even better map for someone. I'm surprised they went for it. It's a great Venom map. Especially second section of Shinshibuya. Insane high walls, high percentage. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy for Venom. But seeing Jean-Vec cover the Psylocke, it's a good pick. Psylocke's a great pick here. A lot of options. We know Rin's going to go on the Black Cat. He's snowballing. Why switch? Why stop having fun? That is the question for themselves. Right? Let's roll on into it. Oh, it's big. It's big. We out here on Shibuya, man. It's going to be good.
Yeah, we can take a look at what Chiefs decide to cook up here because they are starting out on the defensive side. Kanga did choose the Shin Shibuya map, and they also get the chance to pick a side, and they choose to attack first. How do Chiefs structure the composition, and how do they try to hold off Kanga to potentially go for a full hold here? Donald, Beast Node going to be the frontliners here. Beast Node on the Captain America to try to help out Reno with the dive potential. John could easily help out as well on the Star-Lord, but could also just go back to a brawl style of composition. Kanga, however, looking to go for a little more aggressive. Juicy thought about going for the Daredevil, but instead will go for the Bucky this time around to try to shut down the dive potential coming in from the Chiefs.
We're already Dino action. Beaming already on the front lines. They're going to have on themselves Tini bringing their team forward. Kanga going to follow behind the Dino right there. Tini actually going to bring that space in their favor. I got to say though, Dan, you know, whew, Dino v Dino's pretty good, but the Starlords, the factor I really want to pay attention to, Revzi and Jean-Vec here. Wait to see who can get themselves value here, as, you know, Juicy's kind of marking, you know, a little bit of Jean-Vec and high ground there. It's a very interesting one right there. We're waiting for that first pick. The moment Ironwood Wall, pretty deep there, but it does buy some time.
Yeah, we'll buy a bit of time and a little more space for Kanga to work with, but still are struggling to get control of the main area because Reno is just terrorizing the back line. But finally, Juicy is able to find the Black Cat, put him down 6 feet under, and the Chiefs are going to have to go in with the man disadvantage for a little bit until Reno does come back thanks to the BRB.
Alrighty, build up that cracking impact, Juicy. We want to see it. We want to see it. Revzi taking out Donald, shredding through the Dino right now, taking another Beast Node down. Resta with the backup there. They're going to try to go through that phase shift and style. It looks like they're going to get a clean capture here right now, Chiefs. Have a chance for a little congestion, maybe. Zycric has Jeff time. This could go in there. Oh, taken down. 1% shy of the opportunity. Donald does go to the Strange, does wind up the portal, but instead cancels it. Going to switch and regroup.
It just felt like Sector just got that Cosmic Yarn weaved out so quickly, right? With the Rocket Raccoon buffs coming in, it really helped him out there. The damage amp and the overshield, just so much value for Kanga. The Chiefs just didn't have a response in time. Jong could have easily tried to equalize with the Galactic Legend. It would have been very difficult, but it would have been extra pressure applied onto Kanga. But now he's going to have to look for a different opportunity as he's threatening it right now.
Oh, insane precision right there coming out from Jongvik, perfectly timing that ultimate, shredding through two. Gonna go for the third, trying to get that firepower through Jongvik, getting that value. A chase down Sector here. Are they gonna get him? But now Reno has a portal. Oh, into the backline, right into the mixer, but straight for the Gru. Annihilates Isaac, but Juicy with the vengeance right there. Hits the Kraken impact, gets the first reset. Will he get a second? Boom! Charging up right now. It's going to be very hard to shred down Donald of all people to get that reset. So the Kraken is not going to be impactful for another round. But nonetheless, it's giving them momentum, giving them pushing power. It's putting, you know, the Chiefs on the back foot right now as they prepare for the next defense.
Chiefs thankfully now have defensive options with the CYA and the Invisible Boundary. Kanga, however, could easily match it. Rester does have the Invisible Boundary to match, but Sector is getting closer to a second rotation of the CYA. Revzy is able to win out the 1v1 against Jongvek, it seems like, as the rest of Kanga looking really good here in this second map. Looks like signs of life, but a Grace Strangling Prison locks down Rester, who does come back thanks to the BRB, but that's already the Invisible Boundary gone.
Massive Strangling Prism leading into the boundary, and the boundary, you know what it's going to be. Hopefully time to keep him sustained. Amp goes down, time's out for now. Beast Node getting absolutely crunched and thrown into the back of the team right there. The Chiefs unfortunately couldn't get Beast Node back. They're going to lose Jongvik as well. And in the skies, Reno trying to get some momentum, but Juicy on the Bucky, doing it nicely. We're reminding him who's the Winter Soldier out here. You got to be very careful. This is a Juicy on a massive comfort pick. We're talking about a pick that he's got over a year in the game on. This is the Bucky we've known of old Ignite Age. We've got to be very careful here, but they're going to bring that power, they're going to bring that pressure, they're going to bring that thunder. Kraken impact nearly online once again. I've got to say though, Dan, but that chomping is happening right now. The Dino on Dino, and it's going to be Donald taken down.
Donald is gone. John goes to the skies, try to laser down anyone. Juicy is looking to try to find a shot, and the Tainted Voltage takes him out of the sky. Revzy capitalizes with another pick onto the fellow duelist of the Chiefs. That's all of the damage gone for the Chiefs. Donald is just going to try to stall things out with a rampage, but he's going to get stampeded over because Kanga just hopped on over to that second checkpoint.
A bit of an unfortunate double bounce there for the Kraken, but nonetheless, Rester gets the pick. Jongvek's taken down. Bubble is down as well. Tinny with a big crunch right there. They're going to body block again. Not letting Donald out of the portal. He's going to run around the back side of the portal there. Bring the pressure. Phase shift and Revzy shredding through Beast Node, taking it down 0.73 meters. One last chance for Kanga to push here, and they do. And another chunky bit of time to the bank right there. We got one final push here for Kanga. If they can take it to the end of Shinshibuya against the Chiefs here, but the Chiefs have switched it up. They brought out the Loki now. Loki Mantis Groot team up in full effect.
Back from Vitality online, ready to go. Maybe this is the sustain that the Chiefs needed, right? Kanga have so much firepower coming in, especially from the likes of Juicy. Although his crowd control capabilities have been reduced, his overall damage has actually increased. He has more damage with the left click, more execute potential on the Kraken impact, and with Sector amplifying the damage, Tinny could go crazy with this rampage.
Into the action, Jongvek with the big pump action, taking out Isaac, but back with a BR beacon. Sector does it right. Revzy in return, taking out Arena right now, denying the chance of the Mantis to get Valley. They're going to set it up right now. Juicy getting momentum, getting power, timing out the Star-Lord. Donald taken down, shredded by the Winter Soldier right there. Got for a little hook, trying to scoop him up. Strangling Prism on the flank right there, massive. Coming out right there from Isaac right there. They do get Zycric, they do get some value, but Boundary's been set up nicely to sacrifice and keep him going. Rester with the defensive play. Kraken impact from Beast Node right there. Juicy's trying to... Can he get the reset on the Loki? Maybe, but the runes are set up. He does get the reset. He winds up once again. He gets another mark right there, aiming it down Arena on the Mantis. Can you get the Mantis? No! Chomped by Donald right there. Big Dino action. Double KO from Donald the Dino right there. And he's going to keep on rushing through, setting up the barrier. Jongvek pushing forward as well. Pump action certified. And that is a clean defense right there from the Chiefs. Did burn quite a lot of ultimates from Kanga as well. Whew, still got to fight one more time, Kanga.
I mean, the Chiefs were able to rush down Kanga. Kanga invested so much to the point where, again, where the Chiefs were able to capitalize, rush him down, and are able to get a foothold on the mission vehicle, as the Kanga are going to have a very hard time trying to get into the space. They're going to have to wait for an ultimate to come online, and that's all Kanga needs to do, just stall enough until something happens. But right now, the Chiefs have the upper hand here.
Whoa, big shredder from John Vic, Quadra KO. Is this guy John Wick? What's going on here? Like, this is insane right here. Ironwood Wall's going crazy. Gonna hopefully get another 2 stragglers at the end there. Isaac taken down. And there it is, the pressure, the power. This is really good defense coming out from Chiefs right now. Look, bit of a slow defense early on. Kanga got really good momentum early. They played that second stage very well, used the high ground, the buildings, everything, destructible terrain to their favor. But now when they're bunkered in, the Chiefs, they got a close enough spawn, they can really hold it down. They only got to hold it for one more fight, or Kanga's got ult advantage. This could go their way.
But what I'm scared of right now is Kanga, right? They have the Strangling Prison into the Kraken Impact Wombo combo right now. Sector could easily amplify the damage. Revzy up into the sky with the Galactic Legend, trying to laser down and probably zone out the rest of the Chiefs into that little room. As the rest of Kanga building up that ultimate economy, one single ult dump could mean all the difference, as everyone on Kanga just go down. Damage amp, CC, damage even more, as the Chiefs just topple on forward. Do they even have any sign of life in this overtime? Kanga looking to get the full push down, as the Chiefs don't have any sort of response. All they have is one body at a time to try to stall out this point, but the Kangas get it done. It's a full push for Kanga Esports.
Time to switch things
Again and again, Kang bang. That was an insane Kraken Impact combination with Isaac as well. The Groot, the power, Strangling Prism. Look, Beast Mode almost blocked it with the Ironwood Wall, but it was just too much firepower coming out from Juicy right there. They do get it to the end now, but to come into overtime, question is, can Chiefs do it faster? Can they do it faster? Can they get some extra time in the bank so when we run this map back once more, will they have more time to work with? That is their goal right now. Let's see if they set it. I gotta say, some picks that we want to kind of see, you know, maybe get some value, maybe get something switching up a little bit. Look, I could see Daredevil coming out from Reno working well. I could see a little bit Jeff coming out from Zycree, a bit of splash in action. You know, not much Jeff time getting the value. You know, people are diving a lot in this current meta. People are moving around very quickly. It's hard to really scoop people in, but the only way you can Strangling Prison. But do you want to use 2 ults to get that value? And if you are going to do it, it's got to be at the start of the map. The only spot where there's a large environmental section.
I mean, shout out to Kanga as well, right? Being able to get so much value with those ultimate wombo combos. Isaac and Juicy teaming up together for Isaac to CC up many members of the Chiefs to allow Juicy to just get easy pick'ems with the Kraken Impact. And the rest of Kanga just were able to synergize their ultimates to perfection, it felt like. And the Chiefs just seemed like they got caught a little bit off guard, but now with the Chiefs on the attacking side, they're gonna have to match what Kanga did, or else we may even see a map number 3 here.
Oh, hey, listen, hey, I'm down for a map 3. Map 3 is exciting, you know it, but hey, that's on them. It's on Kanga to fight and get it on their favor. Let's see if they can do it. John Vec taking out Juicy. Juicy's back with the BR Beacon. Tinny as well. Big Crunch Frenzy right there. On the last proc of the Frenzy, takes out Reno. Denying the chance right there. Ironwood Wall soon to be available. Thorn Slash Wall separating them right now. Tinny just ragdolling Donald right there, but Donald's just formidable. Big beefy Dino right now. Holding as much as he can. Getting some splash and heals from Zycree, who refuses to let Donald fall. And he does heal up Donald back to full. Insane sustain coming out from the chief strategist right there. But Rest is there to bring up the sustain as well. In return, takes out Donald, and that's gonna put Chiefs on the back, but they gotta regroup for the next attack.
Kanga played that fight perfectly, right? They were able to bunker down in that small room, because if you're able to confine yourself in a small room, it doesn't give a lot of room for the Chiefs that are running that dive composition to try to take out the backline, because when you get that backline access, you don't really have much of that open area to move around. And with that limited space, Kanga can easily shut you right down.
Ooh, truly. Don't want to get shut down there. Don't want to get boxed in. Gotta be careful. Isaac's Groot is just restructuring the map to their favor. as we see it. There was a flying dinosaur, everybody. Watch out immediately. You do not want to see him land on your backline. But right now, everybody's in a tight spot right there.
Okay.
Big crunch coming out from Tinny, taking out the arena. No chance for the value there. Bring the power, bring the power, bring it in. There it is. Bubble car hits the amp. Right now, enabling Jean-Vic into the Galactic Force right there. Shredding through, taking out Revsy. Revsy's back with a BR beacon. And it's now Revsy's turn to take to the Galactic skies. Is he going to be a legend? And he's going to take down Donald. He's going to take down Zykic with the power of Juicy. And they do nullify quite a bit of pressure. But there's a little 2v2 going on in the back alleys of Shinshibuya here. The phase shift right now. Watch it now. There it is. Bubble's taken down. Revsy's on the mix of it right now, trying to take on Jean-Vic, but they do kind of spread away from each other for a little bit. Donald goes down to wrestler. This is a crazy hold coming out from KNG right now, but they did use four ultimates, and the Chiefs used 3. Economy-wise, it's looking a bit in favor of Chiefs here if they play it smart.
Yeah, they're gonna have to switch up their composition a little bit. They realize that the dive composition is not working out. Reno going over to the Mantis. John going over to the Punisher to try to poke down KNG this time around. So a little bit of a different approach. Beast Note is going to try to disrupt the back line. Donald goes in with the Rampage to give Chief some space to work with. But Zykic with the HF could use it to, at the very least, help out the team in terms of that ultimate potential. But with the symbiote shenanigans, he's also being able to sustain the rest of the team. Donald finally getting the Chiefs that man advantage that they needed to look for, as KNG are going to have to navigate this fight without a Vanguard at their disposal. Resder thankfully comes back thanks to the BRB, but Sector going down means that it's all going to be up to Resder to sustain the rest of KNG.
Massive boundary coming out from Resder to sustain. Juicy takes us like Revsy's caught before he can get into the boundary, which means they can portal the team under the boundary. Down it goes for now. Bubbles trying to bring sustain. Donald's there as well. You got to be very, very careful. Beast Note taking quite a bit of damage, but he's bringing the power, bringing the pressure. They're going for Tinny. They're trying to make it up, and Tinny's taking down the Strangers down. Donald with a double crunch coming out from Donosaurus Rex. Yeah, got to be careful over here. Jean-Vic drawing through with the Punisher. Taking out Juicy. They do capture. They do get momentum. We get another cheeky 2 minutes 45 added to the bank right here. It's still in the mix. We're still going in, Dan. This map is nowhere near over yet.
It was still a great hold for KNG. They were able to navigate the dive composition that Chiefs were throwing at them perfectly. But once the Chiefs adjusted their composition, didn't give KNG time to adjust because they, quite frankly, can't go back to their own spawn room to switch things around. So as long as Chiefs were able to find the potential, KNG just clap right back. CYA, Kraken Impact, and Isaac with the Strangling Prison to lock down members of the Chiefs mean that every one of the Chiefs just fall right down. KNG investing 3 ultimates this time around means that the Chiefs, maybe in this next engagement, do have a chance to clap right back, because KNG, they really like to dump their ultimates, but so far they've gotten maximum value out of it.
Big crunch coming out from Donald right there. That was a massive fire there from KNG, but the mix of all is going to be if they can make it work. Their value right now, they need to hold it down. They're going legendary in the skies. Revsy shredding through. Donald's hitting the crunch and taking out Tinny. The Dino action goes in Donald's favor right now, and he's going to focus down the Gru. Going to be crunching forward. A bit of deforestation going on. You got to be careful. This dinosaur is trampling. The Rampage could be online very soon, but Tinny is the one that grabs Donald. Tinny's Rampage is nearly online. They got to focus down the Dino. They do. Donald's down. Reno's down. That's 2 of the Chiefs down right now. KNG have the value. They take out Jean-Vic. They've got the value here. They've got the resets. The triple KO coming out from Juicy on the Bucky. It's just so much point-blank close combat impactful damage from Juicy on this Bucky. This has got to get marked soon. This is too formidable.
Juicy is just so good on this hero. The Chiefs just don't have an answer. The sheer amount of damage, the sheer amount of utility. Jong even gonna get taken down by Resder. Beast Note trying to sustain. And the rest of KNG are just able to stall out the Chiefs enough, and they even get constellation prizes of KOs of their own. And with 37 seconds and counting left for the Chiefs, we are slowly creeping into final fight territory. The Chiefs are going to have to look for a portal play. KNG, they're not going to try to disrupt it. Instead, they're going to reel back, figure out what the Chiefs are going for, and KNG, hopefully they try to spread out, look for different ways in, as they have their wombo combo ready to go, Liger.
Yes, they do, and Revsy is right above them. You got to be very careful. Chiefs got to lock that Starlord down. Seraphim Shield lined up and ready from Beast Node. Big Strangling Prism on all of them in the backline right there, lining up. The Kraken Impact goes, but the runes are set. Did the resets go off? Did the amp go off? Yes, it did. Jungvek is shredding. That's all 3 ultimates coming out from the Chiefs, but Resta denies them all. So much sustain. Jungvek gets one big crunch. Coming out from the Beast from Donald, and a bit of impact from Jungvek with the pump action. Triple KO into securing that card. They do have one more fight in them, Dan. They're not done yet. The Chiefs want this.
Oh, this is going to be tough for Kanga to navigate. Zykrek is threatening with the invisible boundary. Bubble is very close to that Loki ultimate as well. Kanga, if Revzi's going to pop that Galactic Legend, Zykrek could easily respond. And how does Kanga decide to go back here? No one is close to their ultimates apart from Revzi. The Chiefs have so much of that extra sustain here, and the Chiefs are just gonna rush right on through. Kanga, what do you have in the tank?
Oh, they got something, but unfortunately 3 are down, 4 are down, sectors left, you see 1, Rez, oh, potential if Rezi can get it. The Chiefs add another 90 seconds to the bank. They're still in it to win it. Dan, they do not want to let up here. They put us on the edge of our seats, I'll tell you that, but the Chiefs keep on moving. Now, it's very difficult here. We're looking at double strangers coming out from Beast Node and Isaac. No more Venom, no more action. Are they going through a portal?
They are. They're going to look for a portal early to try to hold the rest of the Chiefs at bay. Isaac leading the charge with the portal. Beast No goes in, stuns up 2 in the back line. That's goodbye to 2 members. Rester does come back thanks to the BRB, but another takes its place. 3 go down, make it 4 as the Chiefs quickly shut down that portal play from Kanga.
Okay, let's talk reality. They used 2 ultimates to defend from a portal. Now, why did Kanga portal? Why? Because you can't really portal on this map. For defense, for final defense. The corridor to walk from spawn to the final defense, it's right there. It's too long. You can't even spawn it in that corridor. It's too small for the portal. So it was good value from Kanga to use their portal now to buy that early 30 seconds of time. And now we're officially on the final steps of Shin Shibuya. Can they hold it? Take to the skies. It's Revzi. It's the Star-Lord. But Jungvek's there on the Executioner. Trying to match that damage. Is it going to be enough for them? Is it going to be the power? The boundary is available from Zykrek if they need. They keep on moving. They keep on grooving. You got to watch out. The value of Revzi did not get anything from the Star-Lord, but amped up is the Kraken. We see the Rampage. Tinny's there. Go for the Resurgence. Go for the boundary. Double strategies. The ults from the Chiefs. Is it enough to sustain the pain coming out from Kanga right now? We need to see the mark. Who's going to go down first right now? It is insane, Dan. I got to say, bro, Donald's rampaging. It could go off to overtimes in full effect. Strangling Prison. You're kidding me. Face shifting.
All good greens.
Nobody's going down.
No one is going down. Everyone just counters everyone's ultimates to perfection. Now we're effectively in a neutral fight. No one having ultimates for this final fight. Only the Chiefs have someone close to an ultimate available, but the Chiefs already losing 1. Kanga are going to lose another one as well. It's going to be a 1-for-1 overall. Overtime still lit up. Ultimate's getting closer and closer for the Chiefs. They might have the upper hand here.
They might have a chance, but their chance to portal back is available, but it's not there because Beast knows the one. Agamotto's online. Bubble's going to hit that shapeshift. You already know the mix of it all. There is the Agamotto in the back line. Pop action from Jungvek taking out Revzi. Juice is down. Wind up and grind up the Executioner. Bubblecar taking another pick right there on the Loki. Final Eldritch Whip going out on Invisible Woman. We are going into overtime on Shin Shibuya. It ain't over till it's over, people. Run it back.
Every single overtime. Chiefs have made it to overtime in round 2. They made it work. They go to overtime in the 3rd checkpoint. They made it work again. And now we need extra innings. More time added to the bank for both of these teams. 1 minute each. Round number 3. Kanga going to the attacking side this time around. Chiefs now get a run at the defense. Oh my god. Kanga got a commanding push in that first round. The Chiefs barely match it, and just barely, the Chiefs were able to out-sustain the ultimate barrage that Kanga kept throwing at them, because it got to a point where the Chiefs realized, hey, this is what Kanga's win condition is. They want to overwhelm us, but if we're able to save our resources as soon as Kanga pulled the trigger, we have that upper hand. And the Chiefs, after claiming that second checkpoint, realized, hey, this is the game plan. This is what we need to do. And they were able to execute it every single time from here on out. And that's literally the reason why the Chiefs are here in overtime.
Damn sure that's true. That is why they're doing it. That's why they're here. That's why they're holding it down. And we're talking about these teams are podium finish type of teams, you know, gold, silver, bronze. They're getting one of these at the end of the day. We gotta lock in and get right into it. There's already 55 seconds left on the clock right now. This is a final chance for the Chiefs to put on a big hold, a big defense. We already know what time it is. It's standard time. You got Dinosaur Rex versus the Titty Dinosaur. It is absolutely crazy right now. We got to get in the mix of it. Everybody's setting it up. We have the Strange, of course, from Beast Mode, for the Seraphim Shield, for the team up alongside Invisible Woman to just get that suction power, to just be able to bring people in, group them up, and absolutely stomp on them with that power. Enable Jong Vek as well. Give him a shield to work around. But be careful, Juicy's got a hook. He could potentially take someone out. You got to be very careful here in the mix of it all.
And so far, no one going down in this neutral fight sector. Again, very, very close to that CYA. This might be a repeat of what we saw back in the first round. Sector popping the CYA early, and with the Chiefs having no response, KNG need to get eliminations quickly and efficiently, because right now they're doing just that. They've already taken down one. They will take down the front line of the Chiefs. Overtime does come up, and KNG will start charging up that mission area.
Beast Mode is already up and actually does have time to wind up a portal. The question is, will he go for the contest or will he? Yeah, contest is on. Will they be able to make it through? Someone's going to jump in.
There we go.
Just in time. Into the mix of it all. The Dino's going down. Donald is there to keep it going. There's the boundary. There's the portal. There's the mark. There's everything they can try to do. Right now, it's looking in favor for KNG, but the runes are up. Set up by Bubble in time. Jongvik's going to hit the execution. Take it out. 2 down. Ramsey go. Isaac, Josie, triple quadra. Gale into the potential chance of a Penta. Whoever it is, they're not on point. It doesn't matter. Oh, there's still a stall. Penta KO for Jongvik. And there it is. They hold it. No chance for a final contestation. They just have to capture here. Then they just have to hit the full cap at the start of Shichibuya. And the Chiefs move on. This is insane.
I mean, at the very least, KNG were able to get to 98.67%. Yeah, funny number. Yeah, I know, Chad. You can spam it all you want. But either way, the Chiefs, off a clutch portal coming from Beast Mode, means that the Chiefs, all they have to do is just walk into the mission area, try to overwhelm KNG, because KNG tried to go for that game plan. It did work out, but the Chiefs just barely were able to get a clutch portal down, and with more ultimates at the ready that time around, because KNG used their ultimates aggressively, meant that Reno and Jung just went in tandem together. Soul Resurgence speeding up that final judgment meant that Jong just had all the mobility he needed to just laser down the rest of KNG, who quite frankly didn't have any of those resources available to them. And now on the defensive side, KNG, how do you navigate this? How do you circumvent those resources to make sure who gets that ultimate first? Because that's really all it's going to come down to, because the Chiefs also have 1 minute available to them. Chiefs just have to match what KNG did, and KNG just have to force the Chiefs away. But right now, the Chiefs are looking at that Root Knight Wombo combo right now. That's going to be their win condition here.
I mean, hey, sign me up for the Moon Knight. Let's go. Into the mix of it all. This is it, everybody. Final chance. The Chiefs. Reno, Donald, Jongvek, Bubble, Beast Mode, Psychic versus KNG Esports, Isaac Sector, Juicy, Resta, Tini, Revsy. This is the matchup right now. They just got to capture it all. Let's see if the Chiefs can do it in one, because they won't get a second chance. This is it. This is the moment, Dan. Barriers already going up. Ironwood Wall, Thorn Slash Wall, you name it. They're all being set up.
Right? I mean, it's all going to come down to the Moon Knight, right? On Reno. His ultimate's going to be up so quickly, way faster than anyone else. Look at his percentage. He's already at 73 and climbing. Isaac dangerously low. He's going to get taken down, but he will be brought right back. Juicy is not going to be so lucky, so that's a huge amount of damage gone from KNG, and the Chiefs will have all the momentum here as Reno getting closer and closer to the hand of Khonshu. Will he even need a Juicy switching over to the Doctor Strange? So that's going to be portal invested on the side of KNG as Tinny does go down. Revsy dangerously low, but Juicy will get that portal down.
There it is, the final chance of the Pentagon. Oh my, just the portal, he just got pushed into it. Donald pushed him into it. Okay, he made it out. Tinny's there on the Dino, there's a chance. Isaac's there trying to switch, get the heals back from Spawn. There's the overtime, trigger into the Beast Mode. Solo imp, they Root Knighted somebody all alone on the sidelines, but it was worth it, because if you're trying to play in the sun, you gotta pay your debt to the moon. And Bubble Car takes out Ramsey, that's another one. Donald with the crutch, taking out Juicy, Spider-Man down. The Chiefs carry on and win this series.
Oh no, you gotta feel bad for Kanga there. They were so close to breaking that losing streak against the Chiefs, but it came down to overtime. It came down to the point where the Chiefs knew that if they played faster, if they got their ultimates quicker, they were able to overwhelm Kanga, and that Moon Knight of all things was the reason that Chiefs get over the line
buddy.
in Shin Shibuya. Liger, I know you're over the moon, quite literally here.
W. I am very happy right now to see that in the last ditch effort, when all has failed, you bring out
Look
the
at those
Knight
numbers,
of the Moon.
man.
Let's go. Insane. Let's talk numbers.
We gotta talk.
What? 62,000 damage on the Dino. Donald, you're insane. What is that? 28 final hits from Jongvek. Yeah, the Punisher into the mat. Oh my days. The Punisher, those ultimates were so high impact. Every single time we saw that Judge Judy executioner. Every time. Man took 3 wins every single time.
It was just props to Reno that was playing the Mantis during the entirety of the Chiefs' attacking side, assisting Jung on that final judgment, because if you do pop that final judgment, you don't really have much of that mobility that you really want on the Punisher, because you don't have access to the right click, you don't have access to the zip line. But with a movement speed buff coming in from the Mantis, keep in mind, Mantis's damage amp now gives movement speed. And so far, Reno was able to give Jongback some of that mobility from the Soul Resurgence, but you stack it with the inspiration of the damage amp plus movement speed. That is one fast final judgment.
Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it. We'd love to see it. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful. Matsy, brother. What a series, man. What a series.
Oh, you're eating good tonight, Liger. That's all I'm saying, mate. Seeing the Moon Knight do waves, we know it's a happy day in the Ligerverse here, everybody. And yeah, I don't blame you, man. Fantastic work coming through from them and theirs there. But obviously, Chiefs players did pretty great, and I think we got to highlight Juicy here as well. I love to see them playing into the Bucky there. I feel like that was kind of the change-up they needed, because you saw, you know, that first map, it looked more one-sided, but Kanga were able to bring a lot more energy towards this second one. And what do you feel was the turning point for them?
I mean, it was just the Chiefs realizing that they knew how to beat Kanga, because they realized Kanga were really relying on those wombo combos. Isaac and Juicy with the Groot and the Bucky wombo combo that has been very stable throughout the entirety of Ignite 2025, and they're whipping it out here in the Big 26. And the Chiefs realize, hey, if we just save our resources, if we save the regen domain, if we save our strategist ultimates for just that very moment where Kanga want to overwhelm us with so much damage, it got to a point that the Chiefs even got to a point where they double stacked their ultimates, or their strategist ultimates, in fact, to try to just stay alive through the damage. The healing per second was in fact enough for the Chiefs to withstand the aggression of Kanga, and the Chiefs then were just like, yeah, all right, we know you got nothing. We'll just run you right through with a single final judgment and Soul Resurgence of our own.
Love it.
Like,
I
that's
love it.
crazy. So much potential, man. So much potential coming out from Kanga. Like, they have improved so much since we last saw them. You know, Zensari said it earlier. Hey, Kanga's been cooking. We've heard the stories. We've heard some results of scrims. Everything. It's crazy how Kanga's improved. But even if they can improve, the Chiefs have to improve twice as much in order to keep up with Gen G, because their eyes are set to the stars, and Gen G are the stars of the region, and the Chiefs want them more than anything. But Kanga has shown that after winning that tiebreaker at the end of preseason, they came out strong. They said, hey, you're going to put us in the conversation. I think Kanga is definitely in the conversation after that performance.
Couldn't agree more, Liger. I think it's going to be eyes up front and center. But speaking of, we are going to set our eyes upon our interviewee as we have one of our victors here and now. It is going to be none other than Reno! Welcome in, mate.
Hello.
Hey,
How are you guys?
mate? Oh, fantastic. And even
That's
better
good to
after
hear.
watching what you guys were able to do tonight. Just an incredible showing overall. And I got to say, like, do you feel like that was exactly what you expected from Kanga there? Or do you feel like it was a bit more competitive than you were anticipating?
To be honest, like, I think they did a lot better than we expected. But at the end of the day, the games went exactly how expected, and there was no doubt in my mind that we were going to 2-0 them.
Well,
Like I always knew.
Confidence.
Mm.
Respect. Well, look, let's address it. You seem to be the specialist, you know, out here on the Black Cat, okay? You've been bringing her out in play. You've been playing her to the craziest degree. People are getting absolutely blitzed off the map from your gameplay. How do you feel about her currently? Do you feel like, you know, she's a priority protect for you guys? Is she the, literally, you know, you got the calling card. Is she the wild card for you guys so far?
To be honest, I enjoy the hero, and I think she's definitely our pick at the moment. But I've always been I've always preferred Didi, right? So hopefully one day they like nerf this hero and Didi comes back into the meta, because it's like. But again, yeah, Black Cat's awesome, right? Like Black Cat's an awesome hero.
Yeah, I want to also call back to that Shin Shibuya map. But first of all, that was an insane back and forth affair between the two of you guys. I want to ask, right? It really felt like it got to a point where you guys figured out what KNG were doing. Was that exactly the case? It felt like when you guys were on the attacking side, especially right before you were able to capture the second checkpoint, did you guys figure out what KNG were doing? Was that something that you easily figured out and then just kept that momentum for yourself during your attacking side? Because it got to really, really down to the wire.
To be honest, I'm like, we struggled between bouncing through Black Cat as our main pick and then thinking whether we should go back to Mantis. But we hadn't played Mantis. That was like basically my first time like ever playing Mantis in an actual game or like scrims. So I wasn't like too well versed in how to play it. But team was like, let's just do it. You're good enough at it. Like, let's just pull it out. And if we win, we win. If we lose, we just go next map and we take the win on the next map.
Yeah, a little bit of follow-up, right? Were you guys expecting Juicy to run that Winter Soldier to try to shut down the dive comp?
To be honest, I think that Bucky pick is really bad, in my opinion. I think it should have been Punisher. Like, the Bucky pick's fine, but Punisher's just, like, so much better into Dino. So he's just, like, shutting us even harder. Like, shutting us down even harder.
Love to hear it, and yeah, I guess that's going to be something that they have to take into mind heading forward. But I guess putting your mind forward where there is actually a possibility later on in the piece that you guys do rematch each other. Do you feel like they could do better next time, or do you think it's going to go the exact same way? What are your thoughts there?
To be honest, like, they are a lot better than they were last time, and I'm sure they'll improve. But at the end of the day, we're just a better team. It's as simple as that. Like, it'll go the exact same.
Confidence all round. Love to see it, Reno. And I'm going to say, is there any final shout outs you want to give towards the tail end of today?
I'd like to shout out DXA, because they gave us like a last minute warm up, because we were looking and we couldn't find anyone, and then they kind of rose to the occasion, you know, and they were like, let's scrim. We'll scrim you guys and we'll give you the warm-up you need. So I'm very thankful to them. I hope they're listening. And I'd like to shout out my team, obviously. Like, I'm very proud of my team. I'm very proud of how we played, and I couldn't be on a better team.
I love it. Really great to hear that from you, Reno. And yeah, big shout out to you and your team for putting on an incredible show here today. Best of luck for the rest of the tournament. And yeah, really appreciate your time here today.
No, all good. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye.